Well, hello there, my schnarfs doodops. Today on Bloons Tower Defense Battles, we are going to play our first tournament games. All three games we need to play. Basically, the way the tournament works is that it's not going to be like a bracket tournament where you play one person and then as soon as you beat them, it just moves on. It's going to go 64, 32, 16. It's actually different. We're doing a 5-person in each bracket tournament thing where everybody can play each other in that bracket. So hopefully this will be a little bit more interesting and fun. And the first person that I had to face, or at least he came and actually wanted to fight me, was Raiden. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. Raiden, yes. And also a couple random rules as far as the tournament's concerned. You always start off with Hydro Dam as the first map, which is pretty reasonable. I don't know, it just makes it a little bit more interesting, I think, because everybody knows Hydro Dam is one of the hardest maps in the game. I think Zen Garden's going to be pretty tough as well. I've never actually played Zen Garden yet, though. It's very surprising, actually, but I think this is definitely one of the hardest maps, and starting off with this actually makes it pretty darn tough to beat the first person, or at least it makes it a little bit more intense for the first battles, which is kind of the way we wanted to go with it. So I actually started off with a cannon instead of a mortar today, and I felt like that was a reasonable thing to do because I wanted to get a little bit more economy as early as possible compared to going more mid-ish game economy, which is a little bit better for the mortar because you can usually get up more. You can get more balloon sent right around level 5 and 6. With the mortar, because I mean, look, the mortar's got Bernie stuff, so once you have a Dartling gun, you can get, like, you don't even have to get a 2-1 Dartling gun, you can just sit there with, like, a 1-1 Dartling gun and still pop blacks and pinks and stuff with your Bernie stuff from your mortar. So he's going with the mortar today, obviously, a very reasonable choice, and, again, he went with the Dartling gun. So it's basically just one little difference for us today. And I already started rushing in with a couple pink balloons, seeing if I could do some damage to him, and it looks like, maybe a couple lives, maybe not. It's pretty close. But me, as far as I'm concerned, I really hope he doesn't rush me with too many pink balloons or anything, because I really don't have that much going on today. I really don't have that many upgrades or anything. I'm just sticking with a 0-0 right now, which up there is the pink balloon, so I got a 0-1 Dartling gun, and I really would like to get a 1-1 Dartling gun, and there we go, we got a 1-1 Dartling gun up. Now, I must mention that this video is not a live commentary. I think for the tournament, I'm not going to do any live commentaries. But I hope that I can actually move on in the tournament. Because there's 5 people in each bracket, I have a much less chance of actually moving on in the tournament. You know, I have a 1/5 chance of moving on depending on who I play and how I play. So let's hope for the best right now. We're just going to hope for the best. Oh my goodness, yes. So, as far as economy goes, I don't know. I just have such a low economy, 450 something. I don't even know when the heck I want to stop because I really like to get a laser cannon up or something for level 13 or maybe even level 12 if you rush me with some silly little camo rainbows or something like that. Even those guys can actually destroy you with just a regular Dartling gun. So you don't want to do that. Don't want to get caught with your pants down, have to poop at the fan again because we don't like when that happens. Absolutely not. Happened to me several times before, and it was a really big mess. So, oh my goodness, already level 6, and here's probably my biggest issue right now. I don't really have too much, so I decided, oh, okay, you're going with those black balloons, I definitely got to get a 2-1 Dartling gun, and I'm already losing some lives, mega lives. Oh, goodness gracious, look at that, we're already down to 125 lives. He's still got 144, so doing very, very well, and one of the problems with the Dartling gun is that it makes it so you can't really micro very well besides just chilling there with the Dartling gun, because you can't click on the balloons if you don't know the hotkey for them, as well as building things and upgrading things, you have to move your Dartling gun, so if things are just consistently coming out and you have to keep defending and facing that direction with the Dartling gun, it does cause quite a few problems for you. You do not like that, and then you end up losing the game because they keep rushing you and rushing you and rushing you. And it's actually sort of a strategy sometimes. If you notice your person's going with Dartling guns the entire time, level 8, 9, 10, 11, just keep rushing them, and then they won't be able to upgrade things quite as easily unless they want to lose a lot of lives, trying to click on those little towers to hopefully upgrade them. And also, is that if they don't know hotkeys, that's a huge problem for them. I think most people these days know the hotkeys pretty well. You know, it's the left arrow key and the right arrow key. Next to M, it's the caret and the greater than sign and the less than sign. Those guys are the upgrade keys, of course, and super unbelievably beneficial to use them. I use them a lot, but the only problem that I have sometimes is I actually play in the dark a lot. I don't leave my light on in my room, and then when I look down at my keyboard, I can't see what the heck they are, and then I'm like, oh god, and then I have to feel around and like see if I can figure out the right spot. So this guy's actually rushing me with some yellow balloons right now. I'm lucky enough that I got my 3-0 cannon up. I was able to destroy a lot of those little baby rushes that he sent against me. But also, at the same time, look at the amount of money that I have. I have a very low economy, but I started saving up early, and that's going to really help me out because I will be able to afford a laser cannon or maybe even a Hydra rockets in time. I don't know. I usually like Hydra rockets a little bit better, but laser cannons, they're usually a lot better in certain situations, to be completely honest, and I just don't know which one I want to go with. I'm not a pro at Hydro Dam, I can't lie. I honestly do not like Hydro Dam. I feel like it's one of my least favorite maps, and starting off with this is definitely bad for me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I almost always lose on Hydro Dam when I'm facing decent players, because they've usually played it a lot, and they practice it a lot. And here we go. He's already rushing me with camo rerow rainbows, but they're not grouped. They're just spaced. And that means the laser cannon's going to easily be able to defend those. We completely destroyed them, and now I'm thinking he's a little bit weak, because look at him. Look at him. He doesn't really have that much, so maybe I'll rush him really quick, some rerow rainbows or something like that. I don't even know. Should I? Should I? Oh, let's go for it. We sold our cannon and we went for a gigantic rerow rainbows. Could we possibly beat him with this? Now there's birdie stuff. He's got a cannon, but his darling gun is not high enough. He sold his darling gun for a 4-2 cannon. It's not going to be enough. Oh my god, are we going to win? And we did it. We beat him in the first game. So 1 game down. Now the way this works is, again, you play 3 games against each one of your enemies. And you have a max of course 3 wins. You can't just play them infinite times and be like, oh yeah, look at that, I got 17 wins against this guy. It doesn't work that way. So I hope nobody doesn't not follow the rules or something like that. So here we go. This guy has I'm on the right side this time instead of the left time, so don't get confused about that. I let him host. Usually I let the person host if they lost, because then they can pick the map a little bit easier, but it's not a huge deal. Whoever wants to host can host it. I really don't care. That's not a huge issue for me. So he's going with a tac shooter on the left side over there, and I'm going with a cannon. I think a cannon's a really good way to start off, but I also want to get a tac shooter for maybe that nice little ring of fire pretty early in the game. Oh yes, that would be very, very sexy indeed. I love getting my little ring of fires up. But instead I actually go for a frag cannon. So why a frag cannon? Well, frag cannons actually do a pretty darn decent job versus these group balloons. You know, a 0-0 cannon, yeah, that's okay, but frag cannon just a little bit better. And it also makes it so you can get a 3-0 cannon just that much faster. If you want to. You don't need to, but I really like it in frag 3-0 cannons a lot on most maps. But today, I don't know, maybe a tac shooter might be more efficient. Maybe I should stick with that bad boy. So I'm still just rushing the red balloons like crazy. Gotta get all these red balloons all over the place. And there's that little 3-0 cannon. That very, very specific, happy little 3-0 cannon right in the middle of the map. Also, look at that spot in the map. It's actually right in the middle. That's very efficient. I like it. But also, I do actually get a little baby tac shooter up there, because I felt like the pink balloons might actually run through. Even though 3-0 cannons usually do a pretty darn good job versus those pink balloons, you like to be pretty darn safe with them, and you don't want to lose too many lives in the early game and then be like, oh, poopsicles, I lost all my lives, and now I'm just got a couple camo balloons just run right through my defense right in the end there, and that's just not fun. Not fun to have to deal with that. But he's going with 2 3-0 tac shooters. A weird thing. I don't really see that very often. I mean, I don't do that. I never go 2 3-0 tac shooters. I feel like that's kind of bad versus group balloons. But he's just spamming them. He's just spamming those tac shooters over there. So I'm just kind of confused on what I want to do about that. Do I want to rush him? Maybe I can rush him pretty darn soon and just even beat him with maybe regrow yellows in 3 rounds. Ooh, very interesting story indeed, my friends. Maybe, just maybe. Now, the one thing is if he gets a blade shooter up, he's probably going to rock that pretty easily. This reminds me of when I was trying to go with soul tac shooters the entire time, and I just mix it up and go 3-0 tac shooters with a couple blade shooters for the group balloons, and he's kind of going with that right there. And I'm actually getting am I gonna get another tac shooter? Wow, whoa, I don't know why. Oh, I did that for the black balloons. Oh, it makes sense to me now. Okay, I got that guy to pop the black balloons, so my 3-0 cannon can actually do a little bit of extra popping power in there. Now, if I was gonna go for a ring of fire though, I'd definitely make the ring of fire at the top tac shooter, the top left tac shooter for sure, because it's more towards the end of the map of where he sends balloons against me, and that's exactly where you want your ring of fire to be, is towards the end of the map from where that is, because you can have more time to pop the ceramic balloons down to something that ring of fires are really good against, or the Moabs as well. The Moabs can be one of the biggest and hardest things to pop really, really fast. So he's just spamming tac shooters, and then he sold them all, and he went for a ring of fire. Oh, interesting indeed. So he definitely knew that he had to get one up for level 8, or else he could not really survive very well. And me as well. I mean, do I want to go for a ring of fire, or what the heck am I going to do? I think, actually, surprisingly, my defense right now is actually pretty reasonable. I didn't need to spend that $2,500 on those things. 3-0 cannon plus a couple tac shooters, you can actually rock them sock robots with this. You know, I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm rocking yellow balloons and stuff. Even if he sends out regrow blacks, you know, I lose a couple lives here and there. Pfft, there they are, actually. Regrow blacks. There they are. Yeah, I mean, if you lose a couple lives, who cares? You know, you're going to still be rocking solid and getting a lot of money and stuff like that. Get a lot more money than him. In fact, he might even be wasting his money with those regrows. Again, it's kind of a... It's a choice thing. If you want to, you can get them up. If you don't want to, that's okay. No big deal. But I do have a couple other tac shooters over there. I still have another 3-0 tac shooter in the top left, and that's going to be a ring of fire eventually, I think. I think that's probably my best bet, to be completely honest. We go with the Ring of Fire. Even though it's not in a perfect spot, you know, it's much better to put the Ring of Fire just a little bit further away from the edge. That's not a huge deal for me. So again, you know, we're doing pretty darn well. I also went with a Monkey Ace today. Whoa, why'd you go with the Monkey Ace? Well, I felt like if we ever went late game, I'd really like to keep that Monkey Ace as a ground zero, complete destruction of balloons type of tower. And we're still doing okay, but, oh my goodness, I don't even have my Monkey Village up yet. So he's probably thinking, oh, camos, should I rush him with some camos? Yeah, let's do some camos. He doesn't have any camo detection. Oh my god! But now I notice he actually has camo detection. He's got that Ring of Fire as well as the Monkey Village over there as well. But we didn't go mortars today. We went for the Monkey Village. Very interesting indeed. Now, what do I want to do? What is he going to rush me with? Now, this is a good decision. Oh, there they are. There's the camo balloon. So I did go for the 0-2, as well as maybe he'll start rushing me some Rigo Rainbows or something like that. Honestly, he could probably kill me if he went with those Rigo Rainbows. Yeah, you probably could have, but you can't really send out both. It's just a lot of money, and then if you don't win with that rush, you're pretty much screwed because you won't be able to afford anything by the time you get to level 15 or anything like that. So it's kind of one of those last-ditch really solid rushes, but still not 100% type of rush. And there it is. There's the Rigo Rainbows. But my Ring of Fire actually completely rocked him. Oh my god, 3-0 cannon Ring of Fire action. Just plain amazing. So I was actually surprised that I stopped those Rigo Rainbows with just what I had right there. I did okay, but I'm still a little bit afraid. I definitely need to get something else for these Rigo Ceramics and stuff like that. Now, if you notice his side, I actually thought this was a very, very good idea. Ice Towers. Whoa. Whoa there, Ice Towers. Why Ice Towers? Well, if you notice, already sent out a Rigo Ceramic. Normally 3-0 textures are going to help out, but it usually makes them get not owned, maybe beaten, but not owned. But he owned those Rigo Ceramics, just completely demolished them. Like, as soon as it gets close to attack shooter, boom, they're dead. So Ice Towers, ooh, definitely very interesting indeed. I didn't think that was going to work quite as well as it did. And now I'm thinking, you know, maybe I can start copying the strategies and using that a little bit more to my advantage. And there you go, there's some Rigo Ceramics, but as you can tell, we did a pretty good job against them. But again, look at that. We actually had a couple of Rigos just about get through our defense, and that was with the 2-3-0 attack shooters and the Ring of Fire, while his 3 little Ice Towers over there completely demolished him. So we have a really, really, really nice economy right now. It's up to 1,300, and this guy's sending out a couple of Rigo Ceramics in there, just kind of mixed in there. We're doing an okay job. We lost a couple lives. I'm actually kind of surprised that, like, one Rigo balloon would get through both times. Like, I don't know how that's so perfect. Just imagine if I had, like, one less tower, it would probably get completely through in my defense. I would just completely lose if I didn't have that texture. Or if I didn't have that 3-0 cannon, or whatever. So he's still got 150 lives, so holy crap, Bola. If you guys know anything about this tournament, once you get to level 35, game's over. Whoever has more lives wins. So that means we cannot let them get to level 35. We definitely need to go for some sort of salad rush pretty soon. And what am I doing? I'm trying to rush him with some Moabs. He doesn't have very much Moab popping power, but there, oh my goodness, what the heck's going on right now? Oh man, he's got a Moab Assassin. I never really see Moab Assassins very much. I usually see a bunch of Moab Maulers. And I just keep setting up Moabs. All my money, Moabs. But he's building more Moab Assassins, and he's popping those Rigos pretty darn easily. But it looks like we're actually making him lose lives with this. But it doesn't seem like he's losing lives right now. He's still at 150, but I keep wanting to rush with more Rigo Moabs. They're very, very expensive, $2,250, and I get less economy every single time I send one of those out. I don't have very much Moab popping power either, but this is just plain crazy. Do I want to go for a few more and more attacks, or do I want to try and get a better defense? I just don't know what the heck to do. It's getting really freaking crazy right now, but level 20 is coming up very, very soon right now, and what do I want to do? I want to send out a bunch of Rigo Moabs, even sell everything that I have to go after this gigantic attack, and there it is, one last Moab is going to be able to get up in time. It does not look like he has a Moab Assassin up right now, and there's a bunch of Moabs coming on my side. Oh my god, there's like 15 Moabs. I don't have any Moab popping power. Oh, goodness gracious. Looks like we are going to lose this game, guys. There's so many Moabs. Oh my god, wait, there's a Moab on his side going too, and look at that, we did it! We beat him! I think we actually beat him without even the Moab going through. We actually beat him with the ceramics that went through, and that's just plain crazy because we popped the Moab. We popped the Moab, and the ceramics would have actually made us lose, so it's just plain ridiculous game right there. Cannot believe we did it, and here is game number 3. Oh man, that was just, I'm sweating right now. Just about had a heart attack or something. It's just ridiculous. So here's game number 3. I think this is Battle Park. Battle Park's a pretty fun map, I think. I think it's pretty interesting. You can use it for boats. You can use random ice towers. I think low quality definitely has a huge advantage on this map, though, if you do end up using the low quality, because you can fit towers just a little bit better. For shizzle. Manizzle patizzle. So instead of going ice towers, which I'd really like to get an ice tower right there, I did decide to go with boomerang. I'm still trying to fit it. I feel like it should be able to fit. You know, attack shooter can fit there, I think, but nope. I guess boomerang, or I guess ice towers can't. I feel like ice towers aren't as big as attack shooters though. But as far as the placement amount needed to build one of those, I don't know. I could fit ice towers really freaking close together. You fit attack shooters pretty darn close together as well. On the other hand, there's some towers that you really just cannot fit very close together. Boomerangs, that's a little bit of an iffy situation. Super monkeys, definitely you can't fit those very close together. A couple other random towers as well. Dartling guns are kind of big. Mortars are pretty darn big. Can't fit them pretty close. So yippity yip. So yeah, he's definitely on low quality. Look at those tack shooters. Look at that right there. Oh my goodness, he fit 4 tack shooters in that little corner right there, and that'd be a really nice spot to fit my ice towers right there. And then he's like, oh yeah, I'm on low quality. And then I decided to go with a cannon. So, you know, that's going to be my group popping power. I got my boomerang for cleanup. And I don't even know, do I want to go for a 0-3 boomerang? So here's a good question, yeah. Does low quality give you an unfair advantage? I told him no. To be honest, I'm not going to hate on people for using low quality. I completely understand why people use low quality for the less lag situation. Yeah, of course. I think less lag really does help out the low quality thing. But as far as fitting towers in little tinier locations and better locations and more of them, yeah, it is a slight advantage. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm never going to tell you guys that, like, oh, that guy used low quality. That means that, you know, he had a huge advantage over me and I shouldn't have lost that game. I'm not going to say that, but what I am going to say is I do think it's a slight advantage, and I think that if you guys are completely equal players, on certain maps, using low quality compared to not using low quality can really, really make a difference. So here we are, level 5 already. You know, we got black balloons coming out and pink balloons coming out pretty soon, and he's also kind of mixing them up in there. He's going pinks, then blues, then pinks and blues, so I did have to go for that 2-3 boomerang, and he's still just spam those tack shooters. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tack shooters over there. Oh my goodness. And they're pretty high level as well. I was actually kind of surprised that he tried to put so many. You know, why does he want that many? I really don't understand. I just don't. If it was me, I'd stick with 2, maybe 3 tack shooters, and I'd just upgrade them to probably 3-0. It's probably your best bet. Also, I don't think that that's the perfect spot for really low-level tack shooters. Even 3-0 tack shooters, I don't think that's the best spot. On the other hand, Ring of Fires, maybe that's a little bit better because you get a lot more attack range out of that, whereas these other tack shooters, if you look, all of their right side really doesn't get very many pops. You know, I think you get like 2, 3 little, maybe 4 little tacks that actually don't do any damage every single time they attack. There's no balloons ever in that vicinity. So overall, not the best thing to do, of course, I think, my opinion. So now we have to start getting ready for level 8. Regrow blacks, regrow yellows, regrow all those little regrow bloods. Oh, we do not like them. They can kill me very, very, very easily. And in fact, I do forget sometimes to go a little bit too much economy because I'm greedy. I'm a very greedy person. Oh yes, I am a greedy person when it comes to economy. Now, when it comes to everything else, I think I'm pretty darn fair. But when it comes to economy, no, I'm just suck it all up. Oh my god, good that economy. I just want to roll in it all over the place. Oh goodness. Oh, yes. Roll in the economy. But nope, there's the Ring of Fire. So we sold all those tack shooters, all 4 of those tack shooters, just to get a Ring of Fire. Is it worth it? Maybe. And he's definitely able to defend any sort of regrow yellows, regrow blacks, regrow blah, 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 all that regrow stuffs. He will be able to defend pretty darn easily. And I did actually go for my ice tower now. So, ice tower. Yeah, what do you got with that ice tower over there? Well, first of all, it's just stalling them right now to be able to make my 2-3 boomerang actually able to pop them a little bit easier. But also at the same time, you also got to get the snap freeze. And then once you get that snap freeze, you're going to realize how amazing the snap freeze actually is for popping balloons. So I've actually done a couple test runs with tack shooter and ice tower stuffs, and I think those are a very good combination. I'm definitely going to start checking them out a little bit more. And there he goes. He's got the monkey village now. So I went with a monkey village as well, and now I'm just realizing, can I fit my monkey village in between my ice tower and my boomerang over here? Not really. Even with the range increase from the camo detection, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. So that's just plain lame-tastic. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Very silly. I wish I could done something different, or I wish my monkey village would just fit a little bit better in there, but it doesn't. You know, nothing I can really do about it right now. Let's just get my monkey village up whenever I need camo detection, but make sure it is in the range of my boomerang, not in the range of my tack shooter. So there we go. We got the camo detection up. You're actually missing pinks really, really fast there, and actually lost some lives on that deal. Oh man, I lost quite a few lives. And now there's regrow yellows all over the place. Oh my god, are we gonna lose a lot of lives? No, don't get out of here. No, oh good. Oh my god, they're everywhere. And we lost some lives. First shizzles. So now I definitely have to get some more towers. I don't even know what the heck I want to get. Maybe a 3-0 boomerang, maybe a 3-0 cannon, maybe even save up for a really high level ice tower. interesting story, Chris. How about that Arctic wind that you always seem to talk about and always want? Maybe we could do that. That would be a very, very nice thing to do. I definitely think Arctic wind on this level would be fan-freaking-tastic. But in the essence of saving a little bit of monies, and if I can, if you rush me right now, I just buy the Arctic wind. But instead, I decided to get the Monkey Village and then buy the Arctic wind. And now I can get a very, very, very nice little Arctic wind right over here. Yes, for level 15. Regrow ceramics, regrow anything. We're going to destroy them now with these regrow ceramics. Also, I rushed him with some regrow ceramics. Maybe able to kill him with those, but absolutely not. We didn't do anything against him, which is kind of sad. Now, what I'm doing is I'm actually waiting until I need to get that Arctic wind up. Now, here's a regrow ceramic, so boom, get that Arctic wind as soon as possible. Come on, Arctic wind. There we go. We got the Arctic wind, and that's going to allow me to pop that regrow ceramic. Now, I don't even know if it's still there or what the heck happened to it, but there was a regrow ceramic somewhere in there. That's what I know. There it is. There's a regrow ceramic. So our ice tower did a fantastic job of stalling it. I also need to get another boomerang over here. And now I'm thinking, what the heck am I going to do? I'm just kind of flustered right now. I don't do strategies like this. I barely ever use ice towers, and having to use 2 monkey villages is just not a good thing. I'd kind of rather get some economy in here, maybe even sell my monkey village to get some extra economy, or even some extra towers, whatever the heck I want. We're already in round 16, so you know what, yeah, let's sell this monkey village. We'll get a little bit of extra economy with that, and maybe we can buy some extra cool stuff pretty darn soon. So what's next? I mean, I have a $1,300 economy. That's pretty darn good, but Moabs are going to come soon. I need to get those Moab Maulers up. Maybe even some frag cannons. Frag cannons would definitely be a nice thing to do if I can. If I can get up some frag cannons, but I really want to get a $1,500 economy. I'm just kind of weird about getting those even economies. I really try to. Sometimes I hold myself back from getting those OCD in between economies, like 1,000 and 1,500, or even just a solid 100 number. I really like to get those, but if I can't, I can't. Or we can go really freaking high and just say screw it. So that's what I did today. I actually went really high, and now I'm SPaghettiOs. I went a little too high. Maybe I need to get some Moab Maulers pretty darn soon. Now these are kind of long levels, and you can actually get the Moab Maulers up in pretty nice spots and have them attack multiple times instead of just once on each one of these things. So that stupid thing keeps popping up for me. I need to get rid of that thing. And somebody told me how to do it. Liquidate it, actually. I think that's Potashu. If I pronounce that right. But he told me how to get rid of it. I definitely need to check that out. But I've been really, really busy with work and all that. But I'm finally having some free time. So like I said, we're going to probably have a really nice amount of videos coming out pretty soon. Blue Star Defense and all that good stuff. So now I'm noticing, wait. Those are camos. Those are camo regrow ceramics. I don't have anything. Oh my god, sell my Moab Maulers. Get another 2-3 boomerang. Please, no. Don't. Oh my god. I don't have any camo detection. And we lost. No. So that's going to be the end of the video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And have